Jake Banks here with Green Army Pool DFW. In today's video, we'll be going over variable speed pumps. As you can see, I have two right here with me. We're going to talk about brand here in a second and why they are just so great. I'll give you a top 3 reasons of why they're number one. But first, I just want to talk about what a variable speed pump is. Okay, you can kind of get it in the name. It's a pump that runs at variable speeds, okay? But we can break that down into RPMs, which is rotation per minute. These bad boys run at about 3,450 RPM. That's their max speed. They are very rarely used at their max speed because the reason they're so great compared to your current pool pump, if it is a single speed pump, is that single speed motor can only run at that max speed all day, every day. And it's causing all types of problems that you probably didn't even know. Where these pumps, they don't cause problems, they solve them. Okay. Right here in front of me, we'll see two variations of a variable speed pump being two different brands. This is Pentair, this is Jandy. I want to talk real quick on the brands because we've grown to know and love these brands very much so. We do not install, if we don't have to, any other brand besides Jandy and Pentair. Their customer service is top tier. If a customer tells me they're going with Pentair or they're going with Jandy, I say great. Other brands, I might be a little hesitant and try to sell them on a Jandy or Pentair just because, honestly, of their customer service for the pool guy, but also the pool consumer. But okay, enough about them. Let's talk about their product, okay? We're talking about variable speed pumps today. So the number one thing with variable speed pumps that I try to push to all my customers just to let them know, and it's a big seller, is variable speeds cost less to operate. A variable speed pump, they get their name because they operate at different speeds. These are measured in rotations, okay, or RPMs, and RPM is rotation per minute. They can be adjusted up to 3,450 RPMs, okay? So we're going to put that away. Enough with the mumbo jumbo talk. So the good things about these RPMs is when it comes to energy savings, you can't beat it. Okay. I have a lot of customers call me and they're like, Jake, my energy bill is too high, especially in this Texas heat, this Texas summer. I know y'all are pushing, at least $200 just from your pool equipment. Well, this right here is going to cost you 75% less. This right here is 75% less. It doesn't matter which one you choose, as long as its name is a variable speed pump, you're saving money on that energy bill. Okay. And the reason that is because we can operate these things at different speeds. So this pump right here can operate for 24 hours in a day and save you $5 to $10, depending on the size of your pool, a day, the same way your current pool would be running. Let's talk over the top 3 things on why you should replace your current single speed pump with a variable speed pump, okay? Uh, I know we've talked over the energy savings that could be number one, but for my customers, it's actually the variable speed pumps are less noisy. For some reason, us mean pool guys decided to put your pool pumps, guess what, right behind your bedroom window. And I know for a fact that it's bothering anybody and everybody with a pool pump because, hey, I'm the one who gets the calls, okay? So these things are so quiet that I actually have customers calling me asking me if it's on. And I say, well, is your pool water moving? And they go and they look and they're like, well, yeah, it is moving. And I'm like, then yeah, it's definitely on. And they're like, there's just no way because I can't hear anything. So that's my number one actual best seller for these guys is they're just very quiet. That's why they named this pump here the Whisper Flow because it's so quiet. So now we'll move on to number 2. Okay, number 2 is not as cool to sell, but it actually is. These things, they run at different speeds, as we spoke about. When they're running at a different speed, it actually gives them the chance to operate a little bit better when it comes to your pool water filtration. Okay, so when these things are running at a high speed, like your single speed pump, the pool filter itself just can't grab every one of those water molecules. And when it's going through your system, it's actually filtering the water, but it's sending the water back to the dirty pool, okay, or the less clean pool. And then that water's being pulled from your drains or your skimmers coming back. When we have the ability to slow the water down, it gives your filter a chance to actually grab those smaller molecules, dirt, soot, whatever it might be. It gives it the chance to actually grab that and actually filter your water better. And that's another huge, huge win for the consumer, but also the pool guy. Okay. So that's number two. Okay. So last but not least, we will talk about your energy savings. I don't like to go to energy savings right away when it comes to these pumps because that's just the thing that makes the most sense. Uh, but a lot of customers don't want to hear that at first. They want to figure out why else would I replace this pump. So I gave you the top two, but this is actually the number one. It's going to be the cost savings. Okay, these pumps, yeah, they're a pretty penny to put in for sure, but they pay for themselves in about a year and a half. And a lot of people who put in a single speed motor pump, that pump never pays for itself. All it does is filter your water. So I will break it down real quick. Uh, so basically, what I like to explain it as is your full pool pump throughout a year is putting out about 4,000 kilowatt. Um, I don't know how much you pay for your bill, but I know that can be pretty hefty penny as well. When it comes to these pumps, they're going to be doing about 75% less to that because we are adjusting the speeds. And that's the beauty of these things is you can adjust the speeds. And if you have a great pool guy, he'll know exactly how to adjust those speeds to save you money. The best way I describe it to customers who don't want to listen to the mumbo jumbo is your current pool pump is about 20 light bulbs. Okay. 20 light bulbs, just imagine they're turned on for 8 hours a day. All right. And they are just pumping out that energy. Okay. These guys are about 4 light bulbs. So imagine the difference between 4 and 20 light bulbs, right? You already see the difference right there. But the thing is as I said earlier, that single speed motor at that 20 light bulb is only running for 8 hours a day. These are 4 light bulbs that are running for 24 hours a day. Imagine how crystal clear your pool will be when it never does have to turn off and you're saving energy while doing it. My name is Jake Banks with Green Army Pool, and this is why we recommend a variable speed pump.